What's up, good people? We're back at it. I want to talk about the levels to selling your soul. There's levels to that. Like you could anything that goes against your spirit. You know what I mean? Like that's why I used to say the trash man has the purest job, the cleanest job on the planet. We just picking up other people's bullshit. You know what I mean? Other people's dirt and shit. I don't care what your job title is. If you a cop, especially if you a black cop, you know, back during the plantation, the cops were the people, the overseers, overseer. KRS broke that down. They were the overseers to make sure y'all stayed on that plantation and did what y'all was supposed to do. You know what I mean? There ain't used to be no black cops. What, in the 50s, six? I don't remember when we integrated into that dumbass system. But there ain't used to be no black cops. Cops used to be all white, and their job was to destroy you by any means necessary, lock you up or kill you. Make sure you stay in your area. You know what I mean? And there's levels to selling your soul. If you're a black person, you're comfortable with locking your own people up and harassing your own people, because you're not solving no crimes. No cop is solving any crimes. They just getting checks, and all they doing is harassing, running your plates. You know what I mean, and trying to get you hemmed up. I mean, a good cop is an oxymoron. You know what I mean? Like, if the system is corrupt, you can be a good person, a good cop. You're part of the problem. Now, unless you grew up wanting to fight justice. If you grew up as a kid and you wanted to be a cop, or your whole life, that's all you want, then okay, you're probably a great cop. But if you had ambition, to do things, and you got you came out of high school, you couldn't find nothing, and you say, you know what, let me go be a cop. I can be a cop. All I need is a high school diploma. If you probably, most likely, you're a piece of shit. Flat out. Nobody. What? You don't need no special degrees or special fucking special training. What? Come on, man. Anybody can be a cop as long as you got a high school diploma. You don't even need an associate's degree to be a cop. Miss me with that. CEOs too. All you doing is make sure your own people stay in the cage. You know what I mean? They don't even pay you that much. That's why you gotta do overtime. You spend more time in prison than the inmates. When you go home, you just on work release. That's all. You're just going home for a couple hours and you bring your ass right back to jail. Miss me with that bullshit. If you a doctor, you ain't healing nobody. All you doing is pumping medicine from the big pharmaceutical companies. You know what I mean? Now, if you're a surgeon and you know what I mean, you fixing legs, okay. That should be the only time you go to the doctor. Prescribing medicine does not cure you. Medicine keeps you sick, prolongs you. All the cures you need come from the earth, the herbs, the fruits and the veggies. That's where your cures come in. To be a doctor, doctors don't even take nutritional programs. You can't have a compromising mind. Oh, we trying to pump these pills to everybody. We can't have people, changing their diet. Because the Food and Drug Administration is the same motherfucking building. You know what I mean? Poison the food. They go hand in hand. Poison the food, so we can feed them the drugs. You'll make money with your food, we'll make money with these drugs. Food and Drug Administration is one building. You're a judge. How can you judge me? I'm a black man. You can't judge a black man. This whole country was founded off of pain and torture. Miss me with that bullshit. You gonna judge me? Nah, you can't judge me. This is bullshit. Lawyers. All you doing is making money off the bullshit, and you know it's bullshit. You know what I mean? What else? What do you do? What? Name a job. I can tell you how you sold your soul. There's levels to that shit. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to that shit. Everybody's full of shit to me. Walk around with your nose up, you're full of shit. Point blank period. You got immigrants that don't like immigrants. Came over here and slaughtered natives by the millions. You know what I mean? Immigrants that don't like immigrants. It's craziness. How was that? I mean, y'all said, how can descendants of immigrants say anything about immigration? That's how retarded this whole system is. Like, this whole thing it's retarded to me. You don't ever think about that? Like, it just don't make no sense. How? How is that possible? How can descendants of immigrants make immigration laws? Motherfucker, where you go back to where you came from? I mean, what if they built the wall around where you originated from? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you tell? How can you? You're not a moral compass for anything. It's like, I mean, like sometimes when I see Caucasians, they cross the street when they see me, clutch their purse. Why are you doing that? I should be the one crossing the street. If you know history, I should be the one crossing the street every time I see you. I'm gonna teach my son that. You see white people, you see Caucasians cross the street. This is a little reverse psychology. Fuck their head up. You know what I mean? It's just weird, man. Like, and with the shooting, this just happened in California at the synagogue. See the images out there, how they show the Caucasian male, and why did it take so long for them to actually put the image out of him? You know, they what they say, the first thing they say, oh, he has no prior record, and try to paint him as, you know what I mean, a good person. Fuck out of here, man. Get out of here with that. Image is everything, man. Image is everything. The FBI, man. J. Edgar Hoover. He said that the main threat to American society is black people getting together. You know what I mean? That's the truth.
Yeah.
So take that with you. Yeah, think about that. Let that marinate in your brain for a little bit. Tell me what you do that's so righteous at your job. What do you do at your job that makes the world a better place? Nothing. Nothing. Now, if you're growing vegetables or, even the school, the teachers, what are y'all teaching the kids? Nothing. Y'all teaching them about Caucasians. You're not teaching them about their history, how great they are. They're gods, that their souls are immortal. That they the builders, the master builders. Y'all not teaching them that. What are y'all teaching them? Dumb shit. Shit that don't add up. They can't make them no money out here. Kids don't even learn cursive. Like, that's why they don't pay the teachers nothing, because it's a plan. You know, y'all not really, y'all just babysitters. Y'all babysitting grown kids. That's all. Y'all not teaching them nothing. That's why these kids out here acting crazy. They ain't learn. They not stimulated. I mean, teach them coding. Oh, you can make a couple dollars. You get with this. What you like to do? You know what I mean? Talk to the kid. I'll talk to the kids. Kids love me. Kids gravitate towards this information more than adults. Once, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of adults, they get stuck in their ways. Like, my man Sheem put me on the game, and that shit, and the switch just cut on. And this was maybe a little over 10 years, 12 years ago. I don't know. But we started out, you know what I mean? We started from the bottom. With the knowledge, with the information. But only take. Some people, you give them the information, and it's just like that. Some people, they don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? It ain't for everybody. That's why I don't get my cards out to everybody. It ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? The masses, the 85 percenters. Dumb, deaf, and blind, man. Y'all be alright though. Peace.